So now we're going to revisit our welcome message. Now the welcome message is the message that goes out once someone clicks on get started. The goal of this message is to, one, introduce yourself or your bot. Secondly, get their permission, and then pass them to a sequence or ask qualifying questions. You don't want to start teaching in your welcome message. Your goal is to get them into your bot, pass them off to educational sequence, or ask them some qualifying questions. Now we're going to edit one of our welcome messages and pass our subscriber off to a sequence. So here we have our Michael Jordan welcome message, and it basically says, "Hey, first name, I'm Michael Jordan, the best basketball player of all time. Can I use this chat to teach you the fundamentals of basketball?" Now I'm going to pass them off to a sequence inside of this particular bot. The way I do that is I have this button here that I created called Yes You Can. I'm going to click on it, scroll down to actions here, add an action. I'm going to subscribe the subscriber to a sequence. So I'm going to click on enter sequence, and I'm going to add them to the I am the greatest sequence. Done. Right? When they click on the button, they'll still receive the cool, I'll share some tips here in just a few moments, but now they're going to be added to the sequence. I'm going to publish this. And if we go to the sequence here, you'll see I'm the greatest sequence here. I don't have any messages here except for this one here, why Michael Jordan is the greatest. But that's kind of the concept that I want to get across to you, right? We're having them, when they enter the welcome message, they'll click on the button, and then they'll be added to the sequence here, okay? Now we're going to edit our welcome message and ask some qualifying questions. Here's an example of how you can use qualifying message to ask questions of your subscribers. Here's my welcome message. So I basically say, "Hey, first name," that's Antonio up there, but I'm his bots. "Here's what I do. I empower entrepreneurs to build successful businesses using impactful and profitable social media strategies." Then I ask a question. "Are you currently building a business?" Click below. Yes, no. They click one of the options here. It takes them down a path. "How can I best assist you? Want to hire a coach? Need more leads? Facebook ads management." When they click on one of these options, there are more questions here. And again, they say no. Here are more questions. If they click on need more leads, more questions, right? And if they click on Facebook ads management, it goes to a flow, and there are more questions here. So I'm going to walk you through how to set up this particular feature in your welcome message to ask qualifying questions. The one thing about this option here is you will need the pro version, right? So if you haven't upgraded and you want to ask some questions and get responses, you'll need to go to settings, billing, and update your billing credentials. Or there will be a button over here that says, if you're on the basic level, there will be a button here that says upgrade to pro. So now I'm going to go into a flow and just show you how to create a qualifying welcome message sequence, okay? So if I were to set this up from scratch using the health and wellness example, I'll basically say, so hey, first name, I'm Coach Tony, and I provide healthy recipes, weight loss tips, and motivation for moms. Right? For moms. Now I'm going to ask some qualifying questions. Now I'm going to add a delay, which is one of the cards here. Add a delay, and to get and in order to ask questions and capture the response of your user, you have to use the user input, right? And I'm going to say something like, are you currently looking to shed a few pounds in the next few 3 to 6 months, right? Now I'm going to have the reply text be multiple choice. So click the drop down here. I'll say multiple choice. And the answers will be yes or no. Right? Now the next option we have here is we want to allow the user to insert any free text. So that means they can write anything. I'm going to say no. I want them to choose an option, yes or no. If the answer is invalid, this is the response that will go out. If they try to type something, it's going to say, please select one of the options below. Skip button to next, that's skip if they want to skip this particular question here. And then we're going to save this response to a custom field. So this is where the actual record of their response is going to be saved on their record inside of ManyChat. So I'm going to save response to, and I'm going to say, are you looking to shed pounds in the next 3 to 6 months? Question mark. Create new custom field. It's going to say create new custom field, right? Name, that's the name we're going to call it. Type, it's going to be text. Now this is too long. So I'm just going to say, are you looking to shed pounds? Right? And give a description. So Coach Tony, question, right? Are you looking to lose pounds in the next 3 to 6 months? Okay, we'll create it, and then that's done. Cool. Now we enter the delay. What other question do I want to know? Let's say, how much do you currently weigh? How much? But I'll say between me and you, how much do you currently weigh? So I'm gonna leave this as text so they can type in pounds, and they may say other things outside of just number response. So I'll leave this as text. So I'm gonna say, how much do you weigh? Say, how much do you weigh? Create the field. How much do you weigh? Coach Tony, questions. How much do you weigh? What other questions I want to know? I'll add another delay here, and I'll say, are you open to receiving some one-on-one coaching? And again, a multiple choice question. We'll say yes, no, to help you shed those pounds faster. And actually, what I want to do, I'm going to say, how much weight do you want to lose? Actually, in the next question, before I do that, how much weight would you like to? How much weight do you see yourself losing in the next 3 to 6 months? And again, text input. We'll say the response to how much weight do you want to lose? New field, Coach Tony, weight loss. How much weight do you want to lose? Create. We'll add a delay here and bring that up here. And now, are you open to receiving some? Let's get them on a consultation, like a strategy session, or just a simple consultation with one of the coaches, right? Are you open to a complimentary 15-minute assessment with one of our coaches. Right, and actually what I want to do here, I'm going to actually copy this, and I'm not going to make this a user input. What I'm going to do here, so I'm going to go with a text box here and say, are you open to a complimentary 15-minute assessment with one of our fitness coaches? Right? I'm going to say, yes, I am here. And then here I'll say no in a quick reply. Because what I want to do is people that say yes, I want to take them to a scheduler to actually schedule time with one of our coaches. And if they say no, I want to, lead them into some more value. Maybe I'll add them to a sequence. So I'll just say no here, and we'll go back to yes, I am, and we'll send them a message. Click send message. So when they click on this button, it'll be taking them to a new message. Awesome first name, right? A cool feature inside of ManyChat is they can give you a date and time that works from them without leaving Messenger. So if you don't have a scheduler, you can use this option, right? Where you have, let's add a delay here. Now I'll just add another user input and say, what time, or say select the time and date that works best for you and one of our coaches. Will give you a call. All right, so now I'm going to go to the reply type. I'm going to select date and time. So now on the text button, I'm going to say select date and time, right? They can skip the option if they want. I'm going to create the custom field. So I'll say date and time. All right, so date and time. We'll select the type, which is date and time. Coach Tony. Date and time. Let's see. Time for coaching consultation. Create. Cool. Another feature inside of ManyChat is that I can notify people. So when someone schedules a date and time for this complimentary 15-minute session, on a successful input, I'm going to select an action here. I'm going to say, hey, let's notify the admin. So I'm going to notify Antonio via email and messenger here. I'm going to say, Antonio, subscriber, I'll say has scheduled a 15-minute coaching session for, I'm going to go to the custom fields here. I'm going to find date and time, which is right here for date and time. Cool. Awesome. All right. And then I'll have a delay here and just say, thanks, first name, one of our coaches will be in touch shortly. Okay, so that's if they said yes, right? So here's a welcome message. Hey, first name, I'm Coach Tony, and I provide healthy recipes, weight loss tips, motivation for moms. I'm asking, are you currently looking to shed a few pounds in the next 3 to 6 months? Yes or no? Between me and you, how much do you currently weigh? How much weight do you see yourself losing in the next 3 to 6 months? Are you open to a complimentary 15-minute assessment with one of our fitness coaches? They say, yes, I am. They get added to the next section where there are more questions. Awesome. Select the time and date that works best for you, and one of our coaches will give you a call. Thanks, first name. One of our coaches will be in touch shortly. Now, if they say no, let's go back here. If they say, no, I don't want a 15-minute assessment, I'll say, cool, no worries. We'll click on send message. Cool, no worries. Would you be open to receiving some tips via Messenger on how to shed those pesky pounds? We'll say yes, and we'll say no thanks. Okay? So when they click on yes, now I'm going to add them to a sequence, right? So I'm going to click on action, subscribe to sequence. I'm going to find that sequence I created earlier about weight loss tips. There it is. And now I'm going to send them a message and say, sweet. I'll say, stay tuned. Your tips will arrive shortly. And then for this one, I'll say, P.S. If you ever want to unsubscribe from these messages, simply type stop. Okay? Because now they're going to be inside of a sequence and getting multiple messages almost every single day. I want them to be aware that they can actually stop the sequence or unsubscribe from this bot if they choose to. All right, so we got that going. We go back, and when they click on, let's say they click on no thank you, and I'm just going to say, no worries, how can I assist you? How can I best assist you today? And leave that open. Okay, so I'm gonna hit publish, and here's that whole welcome message I just created. Now we're gonna go back and test it out. We'll hit preview, and here it's coming into my phone here now. Are you currently looking to shed a few pounds in the next few months? Yes. Say 175 pounds. I want to see 10 pounds, want to lose. Yes, I am. We'll select the date and time. So now our calendar pops up. And so let's do Thursday at 3 p.m. Done. And that's it. Now you'll see that I also received an email that said, hey, Antonio is looking to talk with a coach on Thursday. And go to my email and I'll show you. Now you'll see that I also received an email that said, hey, Antonio is looking to talk with a coach on Thursday. And go to my email and I'll show you what that looks like. And so here's the email right here from ManyChat. And you'll also see that on my record here, if I click on my name, I scroll down just a little bit. I've been testing this out on various things, but you'll see all the information I entered shows up on my record right here, right? Date and time, weight loss, how much pounds I want to lose, how much I currently weigh, I'm looking to shed pounds, everything's right here, okay?